In today's video, we are going to look on how to create new information, topics, and material for a class as a teacher. Hence, before we start that, we need to access the Create page. So for this, we are going to start in the Google Classroom homepage. From there, you will select the class where you're a teacher, and you're going to go to Classwork. In here, you have the possibility of creating things via the Create button. First, we are going to start with topic, and then we are going to work our way downwards from assignment all the way to reuse post. Hence, what is a topic? A topic is a section or a subsection that you can create in Google Classroom where you will be able to accumulate either assignments, quiz assignments, reading material directly into. So for instance, here I'm going to create a Google topic, and we are now going to have three different topics: Google, history, and Devotee. Second of all, what we can do is we can create assignments. I'm going to click on the assignment page and I am redirected to this page. In here, what I can do is first and foremost, as an assignment, create a title. For instance, prepare the debate. From there, I can add instructions. Prepare the debate for next class. Fairly interesting. If I need to add further information, if I want to add a file with instructions, if I want to add a YouTube video, I can do so directly with all these extensions that I have here at the bottom. So the first one will allow me to add a Google Drive. The second one does allow me to upload a file directly from my computer. Third one is if I want to, I can add a link. Fourth and foremost, I can add a YouTube video if I want to. And last but not least, I can add an attachment directly from Google Documents. Now, very important as well is who is this assignment for? Is it for all of the students or is it for a specific student? Hence, you have the possibility to define as well for who it is. Second of all, what you can do, or continuously, what you can do is you can define how many points this assignment is worth. By default, it's going to be worth 100 points, but you can grade it with different pointing. Or if you click on the arrow, you can also mark it as an assignment that is ungraded. Very importantly as well, when creating an assignment is the due date. If you want to, by default, you can have it as no due date. That being said, you can change it and create your own date for when this assignment will be required for the students. And then the topic discussion that we first did will come back. In here, I can select for which topic this assignment needs to be done. For instance, if I click on the node topic, I can directly select where I want this assignment to be located, or I can always create a new topic. And then last but not least, I can also check for plagiarism within the student's assignment, and I can have a rubric where from there I will be able to add some different criterias that will be the rubric for it. Perfect. Now, other thing that we can also create when I click on this is a quiz assignment. Now, you might be wondering, what is the difference between a quiz assignment and an assignment? The difference between a quiz assignment and the assignment is that directly in the assignment, you can import the grades and you will already have a Google form that will be created. This is very important. Besides that, it is going to be very much the same thing where you are going to be able to have a title. You can put the instructions of the assignment. Once again, you can assign this to either all the students or no students. Here, you will be able to, once again, grade it for either 100 points, ungrade it, or for how many points this is worth, the due date, the topic, and where in which you will be able to select it. When all of this is done, obviously, what you can do, and same for assignment, is come to the assignment button, click on the little arrow, and you can either assign it to a specific person or to everybody. You can schedule it for it to be released at a certain time. You can save it as a draft, or you can discard this draft, meaning this will be completely erased. Hence, that will be the difference between a quiz assignment and an assignment, where a quiz will be created and it will automatically import the grades. Well, within an assignment, there is no evaluation that is automatically attached to the assignment. Fourth of all, we can also create a question. Now, what kinds of questions we can do? We can create here at first the question, hence, what is the story of Devoteam G Cloud? And from there, you can decide what answers your students are going to give you, either a short answer or a multiple choice answer. Obviously, if you're going to do a multiple choice answer, from there you can directly add the answers that you want to. For instance, Team, forecast, GCast, others. So you are very much able to add the answers depending on if you want a multiple or a short answer. Once again, instruction, very important. Again, it's written optional for you to know if you want to give further information to your students or not. And you can, again, keep on adding further informations with files that you either upload from your computer or from Google Drive, links, videos as well from YouTube, or if you want to attach an item from Google, such as docs, slides, sheets, drawing, and forms. Then again, you're going to have the same menu that you have been finding so far and seeing in quiz and quiz assignment, which is for who do you want to assign this, for how many points is this question worth, what is the due date, and again, in which topic do you want to edit. And then last but not least, you can also have this option here, which is students can see class summary. If you untick it, students won't be able to see the class summary. If you tick it, then they will be able to see this. And then to activate this question, you simply need to say ask. If I go back into the creation mode, when I click on it, I have material. Material, in simple terms, is reading material that you can give to your students. For instance, chapter 1 of the history of Belgium. Here, obviously, I said reading material, but it doesn't need to be reading material. You can add videos if you want to directly from YouTube once again. At the same time, you can also import documents from your drive, from your computer, from link, and you can add a little description on what the students will be reading. Again, you can decide for who it is due, and then last but not least, again, you can decide for which topic this is included in. Very interesting as well that you can, once again, post it, schedule when this material is released, save as address, or if you want to discard it. And then last but not least in the creation mode is what we have as reuse a post. Let's say in a hypothetical world you've created an assignment last year and you want to reuse it as a post for this year. What you can simply do is you can go and fetch that assignment, saving yourself some time and reusing it for this year. What you will have to do is when you click on reuse post, you will have this window that will open where you will have all the different assignment or lectures or materials or quiz assignments that have been created. From there, you simply need to click on it, and then it will redirect you to this page here where you can select what post do you want to reuse, and then you can either create new copies of all the attachments or you can simply reuse with the already attached copies of the documents that are in it. And that is how you're able to create either topics, assignment, quiz assignments, forms, questions, material, and reuse posts on Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Have a good day.